I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this video today. And why isn't the sound showing up? Ugh. Hey, okay, so I took basically all of July off. As soon as Marine Depot got bought by Bulk Reef Supply, I was out a huge chunk of change, and it just threw everything kind of up in the air, and I had to scramble to find some new work. Speaking of which, I can't share it with you yet, but I believe I found some new work, and I will share that with you guys as soon as I'm able to do, but it is August 4th when I'm filming this. I probably won't edit this until, I don't know, a few days from now. And I just got a lot to do. I have just a ton of stuff because I was on vacation, and I'm looking right here at the last time I actually did water testing. And what was that? What does it say? 717 on 2 of my tanks. That's just not gonna work, especially when I'm trying to get the Seahorse tank up and going. These other tanks, I don't really care. I mean, the Anemone tank's pretty stable at this point. Maybe nitrates are a little high, maybe phosphates are a little high. But this tank, my daughter keeps asking me, and other people, like the house sitter was like, Matthew, please tell me when you get the seahorses, because I want to see them, and I want to get the seahorses. Right now, we're dealing with a little bit of, I don't know what they're called. There's some sort of jellyfish that evidently are bad for the seahorses, but they should just clear up on their own, I hear. But I also just have a ton of my Gracilaria that is no longer attached to the rock, so I have to attach that. But I have a lot of other things to do, so I'm just going to get started here, and you guys are along for the ride today. Actually, the next day, it took me all day. I can't believe it. Literally, I just did water changes and maintenance and water testing, and it took me the entire day to do those things. So I didn't get anything done. And then yesterday evening, I got some big news, which means I'm going to start being really busy really soon. And so I need to take care of all my stuff, if you will, in the gallery, so that once I start making these videos, like twice a week videos, which is crazy, that I won't have to worry about this stuff. So I don't know, let's just get to work taking care of some of these smaller things. Some of it's tank related, some of it's gallery artwork related. I just bought a new tank yesterday. It's just a small little lagoon tank so I can move like the fret. I just have a lot to do. So let's just crank out one thing at a time, I guess, all right? One project done. I got a few more to do, so let's get to it. I think it's kind of annoying that there is no reverse. So the only way to like reverse this fan is to take it apart and flip them over. That's annoying, but this should be a good solution to my Seahorse tank problem. So that other one blows air into the cabinet. That's the one I just switched. So I'm assuming that this one will blow air out towards us. I hope, but let's check. Give it a look-see here. All right, it's on. Let's see, put it on high. You know, I really wish this was stronger. This feels, I don't know, it's just not putting out much flow. Even on high. Hopefully, I'm worried that's not going to be enough. Gosh, I hope that's going to be enough. They'll look so nice. I don't want to have to, I mean, at least they're quiet, right? Goodness gracious, it is day 3. Like, this video is going to be like the span of a week, evidently. I mean, my daughter's been at home, and I have to take her to camp every day, and then, I don't know if you guys know this thing called Turo, but it's this car rental thing. And we're renting out a couple of our cars, and so I have to go to the airport sometimes twice a day, and that takes me a total of 2 hours out of my day each time I go to the airport. So I can't get anything done here. But today, the one thing I want to get done, I literally have an hour and 45 minutes before I have to go, guess where? Guess where? To the airport. What I want to get done is I want to get this done today. I have some other things coming as well, but the big thing is I have to leave this open. Here, I'll take it down. I have to leave this open all the time because I put my chiller in here, which is a huge no-no, obviously, but I didn't want to put it outside because it wouldn't look clean. So I did buy a couple fans. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one fan that's going to blow air out up here, the controller for it down here, and then the second fan for cool air I'm going to put down here going in. And I'm hoping I can get that done in an hour and 45 minutes, but I have to cut holes. So I either have to use like a Sawzall or a hand saw. So I gotta go see what I got. Let's see what I got. Oh my goodness. Well, everybody, guess what? A second ago I said it was day 3, and it's not day 3 anymore. It's actually day 4 now because I didn't get any of the work done that I needed to. And remember, the thing I really wanted to work on was this. So I need to get a video out because you guys have been so patient with the whole month of July, not like just sticking with me. So I'm gonna just do 2 things today, and we're gonna get the fans installed, and then look at this problem. Let me flip you around here real quick, ready? I don't know if you can hear me as well. See all of this stuff right here? This is all Gracilaria, and there's tons of it, and it's not supposed to be here, although it kind of does create a cool, like, you know, a cool grassy area, but I also have some of the codium here. And what I need to do is I need to attach it. I need to attach at least some of it onto here, so I have some fishing wire, and that will be project number 2. And then check this out. Look at all of the diatoms. It's crazy. And so I think, even though I turn these lights down, I don't think I turn them down enough. So we're going to par test them and possibly turn them down. But the first thing we got to do is we need to get all the gear for putting in those fans. Now, I have to cut into the wood, which isn't great. But I'm going to cut into the wood and install the 2 fans, but I'm going to do it on the doors because the doors obviously aren't weight-bearing. I don't want to do it on the sides because I feel like the sides are probably weight-bearing. So I need to grab a few things to make that happen. I don't think that Sawzall is going to work. It's going to be too much, so I think I have a handheld one. That might work a little better. Anybody who does anything with woodworking, that was horrifying for you to watch, and I completely apologize. I know nothing about woodworking, and I don't even have the tools if I was going to do something about woodworking, but look. Sorry, I got dust everywhere. Huh? One done with only minimal damage on the side. Now I got one more to go. Okay, the second one went better, but man, look at this. Can you see? I really should have. I just got dust all over me, and I'm glad I started using the mask because, man, the dust is everywhere. And the big problem here, look at this. See this fan? I should have turned it off because the entire gallery is now covered in fine dust. I'm just glad I put my mask on. But here it is. Here's the second one. Okay, here's the back of the first one right here, okay? The back of the first one right there. Not terrible. Here's the back of the second one. It was just much faster. I used a different technique, and you probably saw in the time lapse, I just drilled a lot of holes, and that seemed to work pretty well. Now, I have one more thing that I have to install, which is the controller right here. I could drill a hole for it, or I could just be super lazy and just put it inside somewhere, but I think I'll drill a hole for it, so let me figure out where that goes. Not pretty, but that's all 3 done. And again, if you're a professional woodworker or an amateur woodworker or anybody at all who has even the most remotest of carpentry skills, please be gentle in the comments. I know I suck. I know. You don't need to tell me how terrible I am. I get it. Project 1 is done. Let me turn you guys around and give you the grand tour, okay? Now, we're gonna have to see whether or not it works, okay? Because here is the system I installed. I bought this AC Infinity right here. This is the controller. And the way it's set up is this is the current temperature based on the probe. And then I have it set to turn on at 85 and alarm at 95. I feel like that's a pretty safe cabinet air temperature to keep it below that so that the chiller doesn't overheat. And then I have 2 fans. I have this fan here on the bottom. This is sucking air in, so the cool air is going in on the bottom. And then over here on the top, this is blowing the hot air out. And you can feel it blowing the hot air out right now. The chiller's on. The chiller is on right now, so I'm super curious to see how warm that gets. But let me show you guys inside. So we open her up. Okay, I'll start on the single fan side. All I did, I installed the single fan over here, and then I just used these 3M thingies and zip cords and just put the cord up and under. Here, I'll show you. Right there, see? It's kind of up and under. Sorry, you can't hear me very well. Up and under. And then on this side, the same thing. So, take a peek over here. Here's the controller, right? The controller. I just used some Velcro zip ties. Is that what you call them? Velcro ties here to kind of tie these up. And then I used some of these 3M stickers and I attached to them the zip cords up and in. Here's the temperature probe. I put it up nice and high, just kind of hanging there. And then it just runs down. These things are awesome because these fans, there are 2 ports for these fans, but you can just put like something like 16 or 32 of these together by just, what do you call that? Not cherry backing? Apple cherry? What do you call that? Daisy chaining. There it is. By daisy chaining them together. And I know this is kind of close. So here's the issue, right? Here's the chiller. It's actually way cooler in here than it has been. And I know this is really close. This is kind of where the air sucks in, but it puts heat out all on the other side. But I'm hoping that with the cool air here, sucking that in, it will kind of naturally push all of the hot air out. But that's project 1 done for this tank. Next up, I want to test the lights. These lights are gorgeous, but they're also currently growing a baton of diatoms. I mean, look at that. Could you imagine if this was like a beautiful sand bed, clear sand bed, rather than this nightmare? So let's test the par, see how the par is, and then we'll go from there. This is the controller for the lights, and I honestly can't remember the percentage setting I have it at, so I just need to look. 7 is a 5. Okay, so 5, it goes up to 100. 5, 50, 75 is the highest, I think. So 55, 75, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna shout them out. I don't know what I want. I think down at the bottom, honestly, I want under 100. Because I mean, I'm just growing macroalgae and softies, so I really don't want anything over 150. So let's check it out. 88, let's check the corner. Far corner should be the least light. 90, how about the back corner? 60, 83, 100, 113, 62, 70. So honestly, I think my settings are okay. How about up kind of in the middle, up higher? 130, 178. I think these are fine. I don't know what the issue is. Maybe I'm having just too many phosphates or nitrates, but see 95 down there. I just think it's a little bit too high right in the middle. So I might turn these down. I'm at 75% right now, 91. I'm gonna turn them down a little bit. So if I'm at 75% max, maybe I'll turn them down 65%. That might be good enough. Okay, turn it down to 65, 75, that's better. How about 79, 78? This light, man, I think this was the hottest spot right here. 86, I just don't need it that high. I'm gonna turn it down even more. What was I at? I said I was, oh, Matthew, don't break it. I'm gonna go to 55, 10, 30, 55, so it's 55, 55%. Let's check the hot spot. That's better. 71, 64, 65, how about the 47, 80. Let's try that for a while. I don't know if in the end, oops, sorry, I got dust. I got dust everywhere. I don't know if in the end this is gonna be good or not. I'm gonna look up, but I think the soft corals that I have and the macroalgae is gonna be fine with anywhere between 50 and 150. So if I aim for the lower end, that should probably help with the diatoms as well. I gotta keep my nutrients up though. I can't say, oh, gotta cut the nutrients down, because I need the nutrients for the gracilaria and the codium. The gracilaria and the codium, I need them nutrients for them to uptake. So let's try it like this for a while and we'll see what happens. This is day 5, everybody. Day 5 of this video, because I can't get more than a few hours of any amount of like time together. And I don't know about you, but I work best when I have like I need at least 3 hours of a block. Because if I don't have 3 hours of a block, I feel what happens to me is it takes me like 30 minutes to get into a project and 30 minutes to get out of a project. So I'm just kind of stuck in this middle zone, which I hate. Anyway, day 5, last day, because I got to edit this video so you guys can see it. So the only task we have left is macroalgae. So here, let me take you in. I need rubble rock. Rubble rock is what I need. And I have, oh, this is all rock. This is all rock. And I like the rubble rock to be the cornerstone. So like I don't want to use, you know, this, because that's not going to match at all. Or is, I mean, this will be all right, you know. What is this, the Carib Sea rock? There we go. Let's see. I don't know if there is any rubble rock in this cornerstone. It's full. I mean, both of these are full of rock. I just don't think there's rubble rock. Oh. Okay, no. So this is not. This is Carib Sea, the real reef. I guess I could just take some of these and break them. They're all. They were shipped so well, there's no pieces of rubble, which is crazy to say, but that's true. Maybe I take a couple pieces that I don't like very much, and then just break them, but they're also nice. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna grab a few and then I'll tell you what I find. Okay, I got a few. I mean, I just took one piece of that rock, the branching rock, and I just threw it on the ground, and I got a few pieces. I mean, I think this will work, right? These small ones are definitely good. I just can't use the white rock, but I think this Carib Sea rock will work just fine. I'm not going to be able to attach all of this. Obviously, that's way too... I mean, look how much is in there. Look how much that is. Over here, too. Look how much there is. So I'm going to leave some of it over here, but I want to at least attach all of the codium. See the codium in the back there? I want to attach all of the codium and some of the gracilaria. Like, here's the big codium. It's the big codium. I want to attach it all. So, and I think I'm going to take out this rock right here. This one, because it's just too big, and what I want to do is move this leather coral over here. So let's get this set up and going. Alright, small pieces. Okay, this will be a good one. Look at this piece. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna tie it. Oh, mother of goodness. How in the world? I think this is gonna be kind of a pain in the butt, actually. Oh my god, it's so clear I can't even see it. Alright, one piece down. That wasn't so bad. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect size. Nice and small. Okay, I'll speed this up. It's kind of boring to watch, but right here. Man, this is not for the dexterity challenge, I'll tell you that right now. Whoop. Did it! Yeah. Okay, I'll speed this up now, okay? You don't have to watch me do all this. Switching to time-lapse, right? Switching to time-lapse, right? No. Okay, clearly that wasn't 5 days worth of work, but it took me 5 days. But no big deal. That's done. It's settling in. It should be nice. I'm ready for the next macroalgae shipment. I still have a few more projects to go because I have big news to announce, but I can't tell you the details yet. But I have a new job. And I signed the contract for that job, and it's making YouTube videos. But I can't give you any more details. But let's just say I'm going to be extremely busy, and that's going to have some effects for this YouTube channel. And the big 2 effects are going to be, 1, frequency. I'm not going to be able to make 2 videos a week for my first fish tank YouTube channel. I probably won't even be able to make 1 video a week. I'm going to shoot to make a video maybe every other week, a Tuesday update video, and pretty much all my videos are going to be Tuesdays. So what do I do then with those Friday videos? Remember that beginner series I was working on that I'm on like episode 20 or 21? I still have 20 more episodes to go, and I'm still going to keep at them, but that brings me to the second issue is the quality is going to go down. And there's going to be good content there, but I just won't have the time to edit in all sorts of extra B-roll and sound effects and music. Some of the things that make the videos fun and enjoyable to watch, that's just going to have to come down a notch while I focus on this other stuff. I will tell you guys soon. I'm hoping that within a month, maybe even less than that, the first videos of this new job will drop, and then I can share it with you. And I also want to tell you guys about it so that you can tune in as well and see this new venture. Other than that, everybody, it's Sunday now. You'll watch this video on Tuesday. Until next time, have a reason.